Hi, this is Jinrong, Market Strategies for IG Singapore. It was a mixed week for Wall Street. We have higher than expected inflation data out of the US, which called for markets to readjust their rate expectations to price for a September rate cut instead of June. Geopolitical tensions between Iran and Israel also triggered some concerns of a potential all-out regional conflict, which paved the way for markets to de-risk. Major US banks' earnings are also off to a rocky start, with pockets of weakness in net interest income and higher net charge-off. Heading into the new week, there are three things on our radar. First up, the US earnings season will resume with results from major US banks, notably from Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, and Morgan Stanley. Expectations are for the broad earnings recovery trend to continue, with first quarter S&P 500 earnings expected to grow 3.2% year-on-year. Netflix will also be the highlight this week, with markets watching if its stellar subscriber growth in the previous earnings release can be mirrored into the upcoming results as well. Next up, we have China's first quarter GDP data out on Tuesday. The recent run in China's economic data continues to highlight a mixed picture for the country's economic recovery. Price data for March showed China's consumer prices flirting with deflation once more. Economic data releases this week may reflect more of the same in terms of easing recovery momentum. Expectations are for first quarter GDP to register a 4.6% growth, lower than the 5.5% in fourth quarter 2023, and should raise calls for more stimulus from China authorities. Lastly, we have Japan's inflation rate out on Friday. In the previous BOJ meeting, the central bank raised its short-term interest rates for the first time in 17 years, with the hopes that a wage price spiral may make its inflation goal more achievable. Further clues on the timing of the BOJ's next rate hike will be sought from the upcoming inflation data, with any upward pressure on prices likely to see its inflation forecast being raised at the upcoming April meeting. That may drive some hawkish rate expectations, with current consensus price for the BOJ to hike rates further in July this year. That's all for now, and I will see you next week.